We're here with Dan Farr, and he's the producer of the Salt Lake City Comic-Con, and we were very interested because he's obviously here in New York with us. So tell us about how everything started, how you got into Comic-Con. What do you got going on in Salt Lake City?
Well, I started attending Comic-Cons around the nation to really scope out what makes them tick and feel the energy that is present in a Comic-Con. And you walk into a place like this, and it's just electric with so much excitement, so much beautiful art, creative people, and the energy you just feel. And so I went, first of all, as a vendor to different Comic-Cons, and when I saw that, I actually felt that we needed to do that in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
And so we started the Salt Lake City Comic-Con. Our first event was last month, and we ended up with over 70,000 people, which is the largest first-year Comic-Con, you know, in North America's history, or probably worldwide.
You get 70,000 people to come to Comic-Con in the first year that you're doing it.
A lot of social marketing. We leverage social media to get the word out so people know, because I find there's two problems. One is that people don't really understand what Comic-Con is, and they don't know that they would have fun there. And so, you know, you walk into somewhere like New York City with millions and millions of people, and you still only have a fraction of the people, the potential that will show up at this event, and you got 130, 140,000 people that are going to come to the New York Comic-Con.
Yeah.
So when we saw in different cities, I realized that there was an untapped potential, and that's what we proved in Salt Lake, is if people understood what Comic-Con was and they knew that it was coming, then we'd be able to get the attendance.
So do you feel for the Salt Lake City Comic-Con that you did get a lot of characters? Because obviously you see a ton of characters at Comic-Con in general.
Now,
so do you feel like it was a really good turnout for that?
No, I haven't seen this Comic-Con on Saturday. Saturday will be a lot more characters that will come in.
Vibrant.
But from my experience, Salt Lake City Comic-Con had about 30% of the people were coming in character, which that was like the biggest I've ever seen in any Comic-Con. So a lot of people making costumes or going and buying costumes and coming in character.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like what Dan's got going on here. Thank you very much for granting Silver Cheese TV this interview. I really, really appreciate it. I am completely ecstatic about what you've got going on, because I really love when people bring something to their city that most people have no idea about, and then they just open everyone's eyes. So.
They're fun. Comic-Cons are a blast, and if
they really are.
Yeah, if you haven't been to one, you need to go, because if you just want to watch people, it's worth it.
Are you listening to what Dan has to say? If you want to watch people, it's worth it. Go to any Comic-Con that you can, especially the one in Salt Lake City, because he's got it going on.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.